Hey everybody, it's Paula here from the Excel Club and welcome to another week's Excel Curation Corner. In this video, I share with you some awesome gems around the topic of Excel and Excel Power Tools that have been published across the web in the last week. These are all hand-picked pieces of content, especially for you. Now, before we do get stuck into sharing this amazing Excel content, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel and hit that notifications button so you don't miss any more of my videos. Now, before I share all this content with you, I am going to be tipping many of the content creators with some BAT tokens. Now, if you want to find out how you can pick up your BAT tokens or how you can tip these creators with BAT tokens, you will find a link below this video on the Brave browser. So do take a look at that. And all of the content that I'm going to share today, you'll also find a link below this video to it. So do hop over and show some of these creators a little bit of support. So the first post I'm going to share with you this week is a post that I found on ukpcmag.com. Now this is 26 Excel tips for becoming a spreadsheet pro. Now, there's a little bit of clickbait in the title there because I don't think these tips alone are going to make you a pro, but there are some awesome tips in here. And there's 26 tips as well. So there's quite a lot to go through. Now, the tips start with things like paste special, hiding text using the custom formatting, macros, keyboard shortcuts. There is working with cells, paste specials for formulas. There is just so many tips on all different aspects of Excel. There's tips for basic and there are tips for more advanced Excel. So I would recommend that you hop over to UKPC Mag and have a look at this post on 26 Excel tips for becoming a spreadsheet pro. It's by Eric Griffin and it was definitely a great read. Now, the second post that I am going to share with you today is a post from Excel and CAD. It's AJ Anadon. Now, this is on formula errors in Excel. There's often times where you're going to get errors in your formulas, and different errors mean different things. And over the last while, there's been a number of new errors that have been introduced to Excel, along with the stock history function and along with dynamic arrays. So this article here touches on all of the errors that you can get from Excel, how you can resolve them, what causes them, and it also includes all the newer errors as well. So if we scroll down, we've got the reference error, we have the null error, and if we scroll down, we've got the field error, the spill error. These are new errors, the calc error, the blocked error, the busy error. These errors are all new errors in Excel 365. So if you want to get your head around error messages or understand what can cause error messages, I would suggest that you hop over and pay a visit to AJ and Excel and CAD and show him a little bit of support. I'm just going to send on some BAT tips while we are in here. So I have sent them on. AJ, you can pick them up. Just watch the video below and you'll find out how to do that. Now, the next post is from turbofuture.com. Now, this post is from a Joshua Crowder and it's how to use the today function in Excel. Now, the today function is a great little date function and it's very versatile because you can add it with other functions to come up with dates and time paths that you actually need. Now, what I really like about this particular post is that it goes through the purpose of the function and how to insert the function, but then it goes through practical examples. And those practical examples are very practical. Definitely worth having a look at this article. You will find a link below the video, and that's on Turbo Future, how to use the today function in Excel. Now, the next post that I'm going to share with you is something very different that I came across. And I came across it on instructables.com. And it's creating a floor plan using MS Excel. And it's by our Art Uno. And if you go scroll down, it goes through step by step how this floor plan has been created in Excel. And it is a very good step-by-step. It has images. It takes you through all the steps one at a time of how you can create and scale the walls, how you refine the floor plan, how to add colour. And it's just an alternative use of Excel to the types of things that I normally do with Excel for sure. And I really like to see quirky little things come up like this every now and then, because it just goes to show how versatile Excel really is. Now the next post is a post on christianboy.com, and it's Mac and iPhone answers, and it's how to password protect an Excel document on a Mac. Now, I don't use a Mac. I have never used a Mac, but I've often been asked questions about Excel in a Mac. And to be honest, I've never really been able to answer them without having to look up the answer for the person first, because I don't have a Mac. Now, things do work differently, and it is worth keeping in mind that if you're working with Excel on a Mac, it's not exactly the same as working with Excel on a Windows computer. But this goes through the steps of actually setting up your password and how to password protect an Excel document using a Mac. So do hop over. You'll find a link below the video. Again, that is on christianboy.com. Now, the last piece of content that I'm going to share with you this week stems from something that I shared with you last week and from the news this week. So what's been in the news this week is that there has been an underreporting of COVID cases in the UK. And the underreporting of COVID cases has been put down to, by the media, spreadsheet errors. Now, when you go through, and if you do a quick Google search, Excel spreadsheet COVID error, you'll come up with all of the news reports that were published during the week that tells the story of how this underreporting of figures actually happened. Now, if you read through them, what you'll find is it wasn't really an Excel problem. And if you remember back to the article I shared last week from Simon Hurst, where he spoke about people blaming Excel all the time, when it's not always the fault of Excel. Quite often it's the fault of the user. And then something like this comes up, and all over the media they're saying, well, it's an Excel spreadsheet problem. It wasn't an Excel spreadsheet problem. It was definitely a problem caused by a user not updating a old type of file into, from what I've read, into a new file type so it can take in all these existing rows. So that is not a spreadsheet error. Now, based on this, you can go ahead and you can Google this. I'm not going to share one of these stories with you. You can go ahead and you can Google this. But based on this, on LinkedIn today, I found this video from Deborah Ashby. And this is how to do a simple lookup, a Boris inspired tutorial. Now, this just made me laugh. Every now and then you need a little bit of humor. Deborah basically goes in and shows how you can quite easily transpose data from columns to rows, and how you can then do VLOOKUPs. Now, VLOOKUPs and the UK government and the UK health and Boris Johnson was all trending on Twitter. So this is very, very fitting. It comes in a great time. It is definitely a little bit of laugh, but in addition to it being a little bit of a laugh, it's actually a really good tutorial. In this tutorial, you'll learn how to transpose data. You'll learn why it's better to keep data going down than going across in your columns. And you'll also learn how to do a VLOOKUP. So that's it for this week's Excel Curation Corner. I do hope that you enjoy some of the content that I have shared with you. Now, it's over to you. What piece of content did you enjoy most this week around the topic of Excel? If it's something I've shared, please do let me know. But if it's something you found yourself, please do drop a link in the comments below so I can hop over and take a look. Thank you very much for watching. Until next week, goodbye now.